everyone, this is Faith from faithsbizacademy.com. In this relatively quick Canva tutorial, I'll be showing you how to actually import your own fonts. But please do note that you have to have the Canva Pro account before you can actually import your own fonts, okay? So for Canva free account users, please still continue watching this video because it might change your mind and help you decide to actually pay for the Canva Pro subscription, because personally I think it's super worth it with all the added features. On top of that, I will also be sharing with you where you can actually find commercial use fonts for free. Okay, so it's really fun, it's exciting, it's fast and easy. So let's dive in. Let's start by looking for commercial use fonts. Now, why do I emphasize on commercial use fonts? Well, I create printables, various digital products. I also create editable Canva templates to sell. So it is very important for me that, I can actually use the fonts with commercial use license to actually create all the various products that I sell. Okay, so one great platform for you to find commercial use fonts as well as graphics, digital papers, SVG files is Creative Fabrica. I am personally subscribed to the All Access Pass. And the best news is they have actually reduced the price for the All Access Pass. So previously I was spending like about $10 a month, and that was gotten as a Black Friday special, but now the price is even sweeter. Okay, so I do have a special link where you can get free access to test out the All Access Pass. So please check out in the description below as well as at the end of the video. And on top of that, you can actually sign up for the All Access for less than $5 a month. Okay, so please give it a try. Okay. But that's it. Right now, when I'm recording this, we are in the month of February, and Creative Fabrica has this amazing giveaway where they're giving away huge bundles every day for free. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is this fancy display font bundle, and as you can see, there's a countdown timer that says this was released like just the day before, and you have like 20 more days. If you're watching this video fresh from the oven, please go grab this font bundle because there are so many cute fonts in there that you can actually upload onto your computer, or as what I will show you in this video, upload them onto Canva. Okay, Canva. And then you see you can actually have a look at a thumbnail for each of these fonts. If you're interested, you can click on it. It opens up onto a new tab, and then after that, you can just download it, okay? You can download the individual fonts, or you can just download the entire bundle right here, okay? And then you'll receive a zip folder, and then with all the different fonts inside, okay? So I'm just gonna download a few. I like this Baby Monster font, so I'm just gonna download that. And let's hit back here. Let's check out Pirate Kids, and we will download this as well. And then one more right here. Let's try out this Choco Bear. This one looks cute as well. I think if you're creating like kids related printables or very fun designs, all these fonts will come in handy. Okay. Now, other than this particular display font bundle, you might also want to check out this bestseller font bundle. This is also given away for free as part of this Valentine's Day, this February giveaway month from Creative Fabrica. You don't see the timer here yet because it's not yet available for free, but please, I would strongly encourage you to check out Creative Fabrica every day so that you can get access to their free font bundles, okay? So this is actually coming up in just a few days. All right, and same thing, this one set of bestseller font bundle comes with 38 premium fonts. So once again, you don't have to use all of them, okay, because sometimes it can get overwhelming, but you can download the entire pack right here just by clicking this green button download, or you can check out the individual ones and just download what you like, okay? So now that we know where to download, now that we know that this special giveaway going on, but on top of that, what if you're not watching this in February, right? Can you still get free fonts? Yes, you can. And where do you get them? Well, let me just show you first. When you are on the home page of Canva, keep a lookout at the top menu right here, Fonts, Graphics, Spark. crafts and all these, and then you look at this freebies. So you can click on the drop down list and you can look for free fonts here. Okay, of course, like I mentioned just now, they also have SVG files, graphic files, and other types of files. But right now, right here, we are focusing on the fonts. So yes, you can come back any day of the week or of the month, and there will be some free fonts for use. And it's right here, huge bold words, free fonts for commercial use. Okay, download daily updated free fonts. You can actually find them, and you see this close to 4,000 free ones that you can get. So just check them out and download to your heart's content. Okay, now that we know where to find the fonts, I just want to briefly walk you through the commercial use license. Okay, now here it says the subscription license. If you're actually subscribed to the All Access Pass, this is the license that you can get, because at just one fee you get access to all of the fonts and graphics and everything, and it all falls under this subscription license. Okay, so if you want to find out what you can do with their products, with what you have on Creative Fabrica, please read through this entire page carefully. What I want to highlight to you right now is the details on font usage. Okay, here, full license text. Fonts can be used to create quotes, texts, names, templates, or maybe incorporated in designs as much as you like. So definitely you can use the fonts to create commercial use products. You are allowed to create digital and products that you sell. And here, remember, things that are not allowed, prohibited usage. Font files cannot be transferred to third parties. Okay, in case the third party needs to receive the actual font file, a separate license needs to be purchased. So what this means is that if I were to download the font and upload it onto some design platform to use so that I can create products, whether it's digital end products or create like wall art, stuff like that with those fonts, yes, it's possible. But if you remember what I said at the beginning, I also do sell editable Canva templates, okay? So if I use these fonts in my editable Canva templates and then my customers get access to the templates with that font, then no, I don't think that is possible, okay? That would fall under prohibited usage, okay? So you have to make sure that you are not actually transferring the font file to somebody else. If that somebody else wants the actual font file, then they would have to come to Creative Fabrica to actually purchase or download the font file respectively, okay? So, but if you're using the fonts to create digital or physical end products to sell, yes, you can, okay? Here, you are not allowed to convert fonts into embroidery fonts, and fonts should be used as a design element. You are allowed to use fonts as the main or only design element. So example, you can create a quote design using a font and sell the SVG file as an end product. So basically this example just reiterates that you cannot distribute the font file. You have no right to distribute a font file, but you can use the fonts available on Creative Fabrica to create other designs, other products for sale. Okay, so now that we have gotten this boring but very important license stuff out of the way, one more technical thing that I want to look into. Okay, I have to be outright honest with you that I am not a very tacky person. So what I did was I just Googled what's the difference between OTF and TTF. So these are actually different font file types. When you download the font files from Creative Fabrica, you're gonna likely find different font files even within the same font type, okay? So there is the OTF, which is the open type font right here. OTF is the open type font and TTF is the true type font. Okay, so the main difference here, it says, is their competencies, and OTF files are smaller, TFT files are more popular, and here it just sums up which is better. I don't think it's a matter of which is better, but which is more suitable for what you want to use. So it says TTF, the true type font, is better for digital products, and OTF, the open type font, is better for print. Now, in all honesty, So basically it says here OTF, sorry, I think this is a typo. OTF is better for designing print materials and TTF is better for web design. In all honesty, based on what I do, when I sell printables, they're usually in US letter size. They're not like mega huge file types, not printed out in really huge canvases. So I think whether it's TTF or OTF, it's really not going to make a difference. But I think if you're going to design print materials or print objects that require you to print it really huge, to blow it up really huge, then you probably want to go for OTF. Okay, I think that is what it means here. Okay, so anyway, this is just for you. If you are still confused whether TTF or OTF, I'm sorry, my lack of expertise ends here, okay? Please do try to find out a bit more between OTF and TTF, but either way, you can upload both OTF and TTF file types onto Canva. Yes. Now we have looked at where to find the commercial use fonts. We have found out where we can get them for free. We have found out that there are two different font types, font files, OTF and TTF. Let's jump back to Canva. So this is the Canva dashboard. Once again, as I mentioned right at the beginning of this video, you need to have the Canva Pro account in order for you to have the freedom of uploading your own fonts, okay? There are a few ways and a few places you can do it. One is that you can actually create your own brand template or your own brand kit. Right here in the left-hand side corner, you can click on brand, right? Same thing, when you see this little crown, it means that it is a Canva Pro feature. So it's only available to Canva Pro account users. And if you're actually using the Canva free account, when you click on a feature with the crown, then there will be a pop-up that says, you know, you can actually use this if you upgrade to the Canva Pro account. And then of course it's up to you whether you want to proceed with the upgrade. So here when you click on brand, you can actually create a new brand. I think you can create up to 3. So here we've got brand logos, brand colors, brand fonts. My focus here in this video is to look at fonts, okay, right here. So there are 3 fonts that you can include in your brand kit, okay? So basically, why is it convenient or helpful to have a brand font? Because if you're creating like marketing materials or you're creating different products under your brand, it's so easy to just pluck the same font that you want to use over and over again that reflects your brand. Okay, I will show you exactly where it appears in just a moment, but here is where you can actually add your own fonts to create your own brand kit. So here you can click on add new, and this window will pop up, and then we can remember all the different font files we downloaded. Please make sure that you unzip the file first. You have to unzip them before you can actually upload them. Okay, so now I've got this. So this choco bag only comes with OTF, and then here, when I look at the other one, Baby Monster comes with OTF, no TTF. So not all the font files come with both TTF and OTF, okay? But now that you know that there are 2 different types, basically you can upload both types onto Canva as well. Okay, so there we go. Make sure you're unzipping the files so that you have individual OTF or TTF files. And then we go back. We go back to Canva, and here I can then now add new. Let's check this out. This one, OTF. Open it. And it will ask you to confirm, yes, we have the right to use because we're getting the font from Creative Fabrica, which says that yes, we can use the font for commercial use purposes. Okay, so there we go. There it is. Okay, uploaded fonts, and here text styles. So I have uploaded a new font, and if I want to make sure that every time I click a header text box, it goes to this particular font, this is where you choose. And then when you choose the drop down list, you would also see different fonts that are available on Canva, the default fonts, and you will also see uploaded fonts. Okay, so I can just click on this, and maybe Baby Monster font is the font that I want to use for any of the headings that I create, okay? And then here, another subheading style. If I click on it and I choose a font, here at the bottom of this list, I can also click on upload a font, okay? So there are different places where you can actually just add on your own font. So let's do the Cocoa Bear. Of course, when it comes to font pairing and maybe coming up with your own, the fonts that you want to add to your own brand kit, try not to use too many fancy fonts, because right here, Baby Monster is really quite a fancy font. Choco Bear is also fancy. So usually I think when it comes to font pairing, do not use more than 3 different fonts in one project, because otherwise it will look a little too messy. And if you want to use a script font, pair it with a normal, simpler font, okay, to have some kind of contrast. And if you're creating materials for people to read, avoid using script font, because some of the script font makes it really hard to read. It's one of the rules if you want to create like Pinterest pins, just something to add on, right? Because pins appear pretty small on your mobile screen. So if you're using a lot of script font, then the user or the Pinterest user might not be able to identify the words or read properly. Okay, so some of the things that you want to consider when you're setting up your brand font kit, as well as using different font pairings for your design creation. Okay, so this is it. Body style, let's just choose a simple font. So here, let's go with this Arimo. Okay, so this is where I can actually determine my brand font. And now I'm going to create a new design. Click on the purple button on the top right hand corner. I'm just going to search for US letter. So this is a blank canvas. Now if I want to add a text box, go to the left hand side menu, click on text, and there you see I have this brand kit, remember? So My Faith Biz Academy, this is my brand fonts. These are the brand fonts that I use, and the one that I just created just now for test here. So once I click on heading, it is this at size 32, and I click on subheading, it's 18 and it's Choco Bear, and the body text is size 12 F Arimo. So do you see how easy it is? When you have your brand kit on hand, you can just click and select, and then you don't have to keep spending time looking through the entire list of fonts. It basically makes your design work much easier and much faster, okay? So which is why this could be something you want to consider about upgrading from Canva Free to Canva Pro account, okay? So there it is, that is uploading your font. Now, if you know, you can actually do it right here too, not in the previous home dashboard for Canva, but right here as you're doing your projects, maybe you realize that, oh, I can't seem to find the right font on the list that is existing, right? So here, once you add a text box and you click on this to choose your font type, all the way at the bottom is where you see upload a font. Okay, so click on it, same thing, just repeat the steps. The file, this pop-up appears, and then now you can click to add in the font, and of course confirm that you have the right to use it. And then in just a few moments, the new uploaded font will appear in your drop-down list. Okay, so once again, let's see if I want to change this text box to a different font. Click on this on the top, and then here, recommended fonts recently used. Under brands, I can change it to a different brand kit. And here, I've also seen an entire list of uploaded fonts. Okay, uploaded fonts, popular fonts. So all the fonts that you have uploaded will actually fall under this particular section under uploaded fonts. Okay, so that is that. That is about uploading fonts. And now with these fonts, you can of course still play with them, resize them by clicking and dragging, or just typing in the size right here, choosing the size, or just typing in your own size like this. Let's say size 90. Okay, so here there are also different ways to play around with your fonts by going to effects. This is where you can actually choose out and try out different effects. Like you can try shadow, and then you can change the color, choose a different color. If you want to change the shadow, this is under effects. If you want to change the color of the main fonts, you change it right here. Okay, let's change it to yellow. So there you go. Okay, maybe the color is hard to read. So yeah, that's one other thing as well. When you are trying to choose colors and font types, you want to make sure that is legible, that is easy to read. Make sure that there is some kind of contrast between the font color and the background color, so that it's basically the words will stand out more and it's easier for the user to read it. Okay, now let me just add on one more thing. I do like this effect called the splice effect. Do you see that? So it adds that three-dimensional feeling to it. But what you can do is, let's use none first. Okay, this is just none, no effects. Control D to duplicate right here. This is a copy, and for the copy I'm gonna change it to hollow. Okay, why? Because I want to overlap this, the one without any effects, on top of the one that is hollow. So you see I'm actually creating depth as well with two separate text boxes that are duplicated. And why do I do that? Because then I can actually change the color of the individual letters. So for example, I do this. Do you see that? I also have this brand kits right here. So it makes it so easy to just choose the colors that are in my brand. Now I'm just trying to change colors for individual letter. So I have to highlight each of the letters to change the color. Okay, now if you want to change the color for the entire text box, all you have to do is click on the text box, go to this color swatch and pick a color. Okay, that's it. But now, like I said, I want to change the individual colors, so I have to highlight the individual letters until this thing is done. So now it looks bright and colorful, and then here I can overlap it like this, and then it creates a different effect, right? I can also play with it. Do I want the black outline to be on top, or do I want it to be at the back? So it creates different effects just by playing with duplicates, copies, changes, color changes and stuff like that. Now once again, why don't I just use the splice effect? Reason being, you see this gray? So the black outline comes from the color chosen here. Okay, now if I change it to green, the outline is green or turquoise. And then under effects, if you want to change the color, this is where you go. Okay, the color palette appears and you can still choose a color like this. You can use the slider, you can put it in a hex code and stuff like this. Okay, but then I will not be able to change the color of the individual letter. Right, so even if I have letter A highlighted now and I want to change this to, let's say, a dark blue, everything else changes. Okay, which is why I am unable to create this particular effect where I have individual letters with different colors and then still having this splice effect. Okay, so just a little tip there for you to play around with, experiment with different effects, and even within the same effect, like this particular text box is under splice, you can also adjust the thickness of the outline like this, adjust the offset, how far apart do you want the solid one with the outline version to be, and the direction of it. Okay, so you can adjust all this and then you can change the color too, right, like this. Okay, so that's it from me today in this tutorial. It's where to find commercial use fonts. You can find free ones, you can grab great deals from Creative Fabrica, and you are also, you should also read through the subscription license to fully understand what you can do and what you cannot do with the graphics, files, and fonts that you obtain from Creative Fabrica. And then after that, there are several ways to actually upload your font onto Canva. You can do it on the main home page. Let me just do a quick recap. Under brand, and then you can upload your fonts here. Okay, you can change it, you can upload it, you can change the different fonts, you can upload your own fonts. Or within your project itself, as and when you are doing your design work, you can also just click on the text box And right here at the bottom of the drop down list, there is a feature where you can just click to upload the font. Okay, so this is how you upload fonts onto Canva. You have to be a Canva Pro account user, all right? So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below this video. And I would so appreciate it if you could like this video, like and follow and subscribe to our channel to stay tuned for more helpful Canva tutorials and anything on design, okay? Thank you so much for your attention. Once again, I'm Faith from faithsbizacademy.com, and I will see you around.